What is so great about Perkasie, Pennsylvania? You may be wondering where the best places to live are in Pennsylvania, or more specifically, where the best places to live in Bucks County, Pennsylvania. We're gonna focus on a town that I lived for quite some time, so stick with me till the end of this video so you don't miss out on this small town's massive growth and opportunity, because this town is a bit of a hidden gem. We're gonna go over 6 of the best things about living in Perkasie. Starting out with number 6 on our list is the overall location. The location of Perkasie is great. It's super close to just about everything that you would really need. And Perkasie is in a way attached to a bunch of different other little towns, so it kind of feels like you're just in one big town. I've helped tons of people move to Perkasie, and one of the reoccurring things that I hear, there's an option to stay in Perkasie and explore all the different shops and things to do, which we'll go over later in the video. There's also the option to take the short drive to close by towns. The location of Perkasie is just so cool because you can be up in the mountains, you could be in New York City, you can go to the beach, or into Center City, Philadelphia, all right around an hour or two. And it's only 15 minutes to Lake Nakamixon, which we'll go over more about later in the video. So the next best thing about living in Perkasie is the growth. I lived in Perkasie for quite a number of years, and honestly, the Perkasie that it was when I lived there is completely different than the Perkasie that it is now. There's been massive growth in the number of people moving to Perkasie, along with new businesses, new things to do, new construction home and communities. That also brings a great number of new jobs and new opportunities into the Perkasie area as well, which helps the overall local economy. With all of the new change going on in Perkasie, you might be thinking, well, it's too late, it's not affordable, but wait, I promise you will be shocked at how affordable Perkasie truly is. So if you want to be a part of a growing town and have a chance to buy a home before any significant home price increases, Perkasie may be a great option for you. Comment below, would you rather live in a town that's already fully developed, or would you rather move into a town that's slowly being developed? The next best thing about living in Perkasie is the town's services. So if you live in the borough of Perkasie, which is right in the heart of Perkasie, the borough itself will actually take care of your trash and recycling. So another great thing about the Perkasie town services is when it comes to fall time, instead of having to rake and bag your leaves, you can actually just rake them out to the front of your house right along the curb. And the borough, along with most of the neighborhoods in Perkasie, will have this huge truck come by and suck up all your leaves. So that's one less thing you have to worry about. Just blow them out to the curb and you'll wake up one day and they'll just be gone. It's great. It's a huge convenience. We're coming down to the last 3 best things about living in Perkasie, PA. And next up is the overall affordability of Perkasie. I mentioned earlier in the video about maybe because of Perkasie's recent growth, you might think that it's unaffordable, but that's definitely not the case at all. Perkasie is a part of Bucks County, and Bucks County is actually the largest county in the whole Philadelphia metro area, with over 600,000 residents just in Bucks County. And Perkasie alone comes in at the 13th most affordable area in all of Bucks County. The average household income in Perkasie is $77,420. And moving over to the average price of a home in Perkasie, which is only $375,000. Let's take a look here and see what kind of home that price point gets you in Perkasie. I have a house pulled up here that just recently sold. It is a 4-bedroom, 2 full bathrooms, just shy of 2,500 square feet, completely remodeled. Perkasie has a wide range of housing prices, so there's certainly homes on the higher side of that, and there's a great selection of homes below that price point as well. Which brings us to the second best thing about living in Perkasie, and that's the different types of living that Perkasie offers. Perkasie Borough has a wide variety of different housing options that you would typically find in a more center of town type area, such as row homes, townhomes, and some condos. Outside of Perkasie Borough, you'll find more residential neighborhoods, single family homes, and all the way up to homes with tons of land, depending on what your preference and your price point is. So that brings us to the number 1 best thing about living in Perkasie, which is the things to do. There is an insane amount of things to do in and right around Perkasie. The tons of different parks, nature options, and we're seeing more and more restaurants come and open in the Perkasie area due to the growth show along with local shopping. The town of Perkasie holds some great yearly events. They have their annual car show. Another great event that Perkasie holds is their 4th of July fireworks, and Perkasie is kind of well known for their fireworks. It's kind of funny, all those other little towns all around Perkasie try to put on fireworks shows. It kind of just seems like everybody from those areas come into Perkasie because the Perkasie fireworks are probably some of the best in the whole Philadelphia suburbs. And one more very popular event that Perkasie holds is their annual tree lighting, which is actually known as the oldest tree lighting in all of America. Perkasie has tons of history because it is such an old town, and Perkasie is very well known for their Perkasie Carousel, which was actually opened in 1895, and it still operates to this day. And within the last 10 years, they completely redid the park along with Menlo Pool, which is kind of the public pool for the Perkasie area. They put in a whole bunch of new slides. They expanded the pools. So during the summer, the Menlo Pool is a great attraction for a lot of people in and around the Perkasie area. Perkasie is only about 15 minutes to Lake Nakamixon. Just the lake itself is over 1,400 acres with over 5,000 acres surrounding the lake. Lake Nakamixon is very popular for having over 20 miles of hiking trails, 2.5-mile bike path. So if you're into exploring nature, I would definitely recommend checking out Lake Nakamixon. If you can think of anything that I may have missed, please drop it in the comments below. If you have any questions at all about living in Perkasie, the Philadelphia suburbs, or just about anywhere in Pennsylvania, contact me. I'd be happy to help. Thank you so much for watching. My name is Cory Benhardt, and if you're thinking about moving to Pennsylvania or the Philadelphia suburbs specifically, I would love to be your real estate resource of choice. But until then, I will see you on one of these videos.